Alright fellas, here we are back in Pokemon Masters, and so we got ourselves the death letter. This is actually pretty funny to me, as I woke up, checked my Discord, just because why not, and looked at my DMs, and I had someone send 10 out of 10 move levels. I was like, oh, it is death letter day, isn't it? So, we're going to be taking a look at that one. Anyway, so we got ourselves the dev letter here. This is not my initial reaction to this. I've already looked through it, and I've made my own opinions and thoughts and whatnot, and I actually do have a little bit of information that could be useful for not blowing up the feedback section past what is usually recommended. Anyway, so, of course, this announced stuff we've known from the Datamine, but of course, for those who haven't seen, we have Lodgelier, great, right? Battle Rally update, right, getting more battle challenges and ultimate battles in the Battle Rally, some new secret titles as well. We've also got a new story event, which is apparently what they meant when saying that there would be a new approach to storytelling and lore. And I'm very curious to see how that goes. We'll see, right? Of course, they introduced the abilities of Giacomo and Clavel as well. Very, very nice. They do announce the special monthly prize box event, which I will probably go into a little bit more detail on when it actually drops, when I've got time, yada yada, because I do want to actually look at the different ways of obtaining coins and making sure we can actually get everything. But of course, on the 30th, we will be getting a new event called the special monthly event, Happy Prize Box, whatever, and you'll be able to get Happy Prize Box coins from login bonuses or daily battles and whatnot, and you can use it to team up with others up to 6 sync pairs. I figured that there would be more than these 6, but apparently not, but you've got, of course, Signasuit Wally, Signasuit Morty, Classic Elisa, Signasuit Cynthia, Marnie, and Signasuit Red as your potentially obtainable Pokefair sync pair. Nice. And of course, it'll be held throughout October, and you can receive the login bonus up to 20 times, yada yada. Cool, right? Of course, also the rerun of the Alola chapter, a Legendary Gauntlet, and a new Ultimate Battle, and a new solo event. I don't actually remember what that solo event is. I didn't. Cool. Anyway. Neat. And then future updates. Okay, this is what people were. Woo, boy! This is what people were really going in about. So, the update for late October will introduce a new strengthening method for some sync pairs. Once a sync pair has reached a move level of 5, you'll be able to upgrade them to 5 additional levels. And we'll just go into the rest of this. Up to the 4th of these 5 additional levels, there will be fixed boosts for each role, such as stat increases and power-ups for moves, sync moves, and max moves. The 5th level has 1 fixed passive skill for each sync pair. This update is currently planned to be an enhancement for fair exclusive sync pairs. It will be applied to new fair exclusive sync pairs that debut from late October onward, as well as to all existing fair exclusive sync pairs in 3 installments in late October, late November, and late December. This update will further expand the possibilities for your fair exclusive sync pairs, so we hope you'll enjoy your favorite sync pairs and teams as you enjoy playing Pokemon Masters EX. Okay, so the obvious thing here is this top part here. Once a pair has already reached a move level 5, right? 5 out of 5, right? I've got a 5 out of 5 Classic Elisa, Lucas, Anniversary Skyla, a few other characters that I can't really think of off the top of my head that are Pokefair. Anyway, whatever, right? So, a bunch of 5 out of 5 Pokefair characters, right? You'll be able to upgrade them to 5 additional levels. People are taking this as meaning 5 extra move levels for a total of 10 out of 10 sync grids, right? Which I'm not going to say is unfair to think about, honestly, because that's definitely how it seems, right? And that is what has caused a lot of people to make some very choice words, right? Which, for initial reactions, that's entirely fair, right? But there's also the chance that this does not mean move levels, and it means either regular levels or something else. Could say copium, right? Could say copium, but someone pointed me to this information in the Discord, which on the Japanese letter, which I can't pull up. I'm an English speaker. I don't have access to those resources or whatever. But for the Japanese letter, they use this wording for move levels, but this wording for the new updates, new level system. So there is a chance that this is a new system entirely that is unlocked once a sync pair reaches 5 out of 5, which you can go ahead and say, oh, you got to reach 5 out of 5 to begin with. It's, not great. And I don't really think that's fair to consider, because 5 out of 5 grids are definitely, it's been something that has been in the game for a while. And also, 5 out of 5 is just the maxing of the character, which you're realistically going to do for your favorite characters anyway, and it's a good buff most of the time for a lot of characters. I think, point being, I think 5 out of 5 grids are not like the fucking destroyer of worlds in this game. It's definitely not, especially compared to a lot of the other things that people are, have complained about justifiably and even unjustifiably in some cases. Point being that this system is going to require a move level 5 out of 5, and then you unlock either worst case scenario, you need to use 5 extra move levels of obtaining the sync pair 5 more times, or 5 candies, or something like that, which, yes, that would be, that'd be very fun, wouldn't it? Yeah. Or, of course, it could mean 5 regular levels. Like, I remember back when the level 150 cap with Certificates of Excellence was actually initially, released, they stated that this was actually the same item that would be up till regular levels of 200, which we, of course, haven't gotten to that point yet, but those are the same items that could be used. And so if they're unlocking the level capped at level 155 for fair exclusive sync pairs that are at 5 out of 5, then level 155, right? A few extra stats there on top of the extra buffs that these characters will gain. But again, this could also be an entirely new system requiring new resources to get these characters, to these different levels of strength. I actually did translate the text in this, and this does directly translate to move levels, but this translates to stage, I believe. I don't know exactly what that means or what that entails, because, kanji's weird, and they can mean a whole lot of different things depending on kind of how it's written, what the context of things are. But it could definitely just be a new system for characters that are at 5 out of 5, which is probably better than 5 extra move levels, right? It'll definitely depend upon how this new resource is obtained, or how you can upgrade this new system or whatever. If it requires new candies and or whatever to upgrade anyway, then yeah, of course, this is, there's complaints there. But if it requires some new resource that's relatively easy to obtain, or if it requires maybe level cap items or certificates of excellence or experience books or pretty much anything that is relatively easy to obtain, then I think that's fair enough, right? And of course it could be a new resource as well, which again we'll just have to wait and see when that arrives on how good that will end up being. So the point of this is, don't complain yet. I understand that it's going to be very tense until the next update, right? People are going to be biting their nails and shit, which is entirely fair, right? It's entirely fair to be anxious or nervous with this type of update happening. I definitely understand that, because it definitely could, there is the possibility that it does mean move levels of 10 out of 10 or something like that, where you have to utilize regular candies and whatnot. But as always, as the Mix Scout has taught us back when it released, just wait a little bit before being super annoyed or complaining too much or doom posting, whatever, right? Just be courteous, be thoughtful, or and keep an open mind, right? That's the point. Keep an open mind, and don't doom post too much. Of course, when the thing actually releases, and if it is actually a bad feature, then of course, quote unquote bad feature, right? Send feedback, actual real criticism and feedback in chat or in the feedback section, all of that good stuff. But of course, just still be respectful. And at the worst, if worst comes to worst, you can always quit the game, which is entirely fair as well, right? I fully support anyone's decisions to get out of a gacha game scenario. That's entirely fair. But yeah, I make this video now for people who are, a little confused or a little upset. There's a silver lining, there's a potential, light in the darkness, all of that good stuff. So just hold out for a while and, be careful. be careful of what you say and what just, again, the big point, keep an open mind on these things. That's all all we can really do at this point. After having years and years of positive changes, negative changes, right? You've just got to keep an open mind, because something that sounds bad could be good. Something that's good could end up being bad, right? You know, you never know. So just be careful of that. And yeah, that's overall, I guess, my thoughts about the new system they're announcing for the end of October. Of course, again, it'll be a pretty big nail-biting 4 weeks or so until the next update, but we'll just have to wait and see how things go until then. I will, of course, be reviewing all new sync pairs and, you know, showcasing some old ones. I haven't really planned too much yet, but I will do my best to get that out. And the feedback survey video I've been working on tirelessly since my power came back on yesterday, and I'm aiming for it to be out today. It should be out today, or at the very least, I will plan it to release it in the morning tomorrow, so I can have everything set up and ready and all that as well. So just letting people know. Feedback video should be up tomorrow. If it's not, I will probably post a community post and to update the situation of that, so be on the lookout. Anyway, whatever. I'll see you later. Hope you all enjoyed. Keep your minds open and enjoy October, because I do think it's a pretty good month for players to just chill out. Honestly, we get a good amount of resources like gems. We get some pretty decent new sync pairs that are definitely worth pulling for if you like the characters and whatnot, but definitely worth skipping if you're not too big on the characters' kits. All of that makes sense. This is a good month overall, in my opinion, for the game. And, of course, we do get a happy prize box, which is a very good feature. So, yeah, again, I'll see you all later. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace.